Hello guys, hope you're all doing well. Today I just want to sit and talk a little bit about Studio Mappa. This is not a video I really decided to make, but I just want to have a chill little session, like a chat with you guys, just to talk about Studio Mappa, because after the release of Vinland Saga Season 2, I'm extremely surprised how they can still deliver such high quality anime again and again without any fail. Studio Mappa, if you do not know already, is a pretty popular, probably the most popular anime studio right now. It's up there probably with Studio Ghibli at this point because of how popular they've become. When you say Studio Mappa, a lot of anime watchers or weebs do know that name because they've become such a prolific name in the industry. There's reasons for that, and that's obviously because they've been doing a good job. And I'm surprised because Mappa has just been absolutely crazy with their releases. Lots and lots of releases, and all of these are high quality IPs. IPs like Attack on Titan, Vinland Saga, Jujutsu Kaisen, Chainsaw Man. These are all top tier anime, and Studio Mappa getting all of them and in a 2-year time frame, and they're delivering all these in a way that it's super high quality. They're not missing on anywhere. Every single Mappa project, there's this quality standard, and I'm extremely surprised how they can still deliver such high quality anime. I just want to start off with probably my favorite project of Studio Mappa, and that is Jujutsu Kaisen. Jujutsu Kaisen is probably their flagship and their baby, I would say. I think the work and passion they put into Jujutsu Kaisen is unmatched with any other of their projects. I'm not saying the other projects they're taking up is bad or something, but I think the quality and the time they put into Jujutsu Kaisen is different, and they kind of focus on it a little bit more compared to maybe Attack on Titan or Vinland Saga for right now. I'm not saying anything about Vinland Saga, but we'll wait and see for that. The reason I'm saying this is at the time during release, there's absolutely nothing close to Jujutsu Kaisen in terms of the animation quality. Right now we do cry a lot about CGI. I do know a lot of annoying people always love to pull up CGI whenever we are in talks of animation, and Jujutsu Kaisen is an exception because I don't think Jujutsu Kaisen has used any CGI at all. I'm not sure. I'm just saying just from the experience of watching, and if they have, that's some extremely good CGI because it didn't feel like it, but if they did, it didn't feel like anything. Alright, that's saying something about Mappa, that the ends they go to take up this quality is just insane, and that's the reason Studio Mappa is a studio that everyone knows, and even people who do not really dive into the technical aspects of an anime do know this name. Jujutsu Kaisen, I think, is their most babied anime, and I do get that. I think they really put a lot of time and effort into it. Also, seeing their movie, you can see they did some crazy work on Jujutsu Kaisen, and they really want to make a god tier adaptation. And after that, I think their most popular adaptation is probably Attack on Titan Season 4. And Attack on Titan Season 4 is also a season which got extremely criticized due to their use of CGI. I just think people are overreacting everywhere. The shit that Mappa does, it's kind of unmatchable in most of the anime industry. I'm not saying there are some really good studios that do use CGI really well. For example, Kyoto Animations, I think, does CGI really well. Then there is Orange Productions, they do CGI. They're masters of CGI. And Mappa also, I would consider it the masters of CGI because the way they use CGI, it's not this kind of cheap garbo throwaway piece of trash. They try their maximum to get it aligned with the 2D animation. It's not just thrown in there. They use proper art style and strokes and shit, and they did a really good job with it. And that's the reason Mappa is still the quality standard of Mappa is really on top. It's extremely high. And Attack on Titan, even though got criticized extremely, I think Mappa did a fantastic job with it. Not gonna lie, I still do prefer Wit's raw animation style, but that does not mean whatever Mappa did is absolutely god tier. Extremely within that time frame, whatever they did is still awesome. Now let's talk a little bit about Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man is their recent release, and it just ended, so a lot of people have already watched it and is still in the hangover. And what else to say? today, the shit they did with Chainsaw Man is still absolutely crazy. And that's the reason I love what they do. Like, even though they take up tons of these projects, they do it with a passion, and the quality that they keep up with these is still crazy. And that's the reason you're not like, whenever you see that Mappa badging on an anime, you're not disappointed. You're like, oh, it's Mappa, you know that shit's going to be good. And after that, I just want to say also about One Punch Man Season 3, there has been some rumors that Mappa is the studio behind One Punch Man Season 3, but there are no confirmations. A Twitter account called Shonen Leaks did leak that Mappa is the studio, but the One Punch Man official Twitter account came out and said there's no confirmation yet, and also Shonen Leaks got suspended, sadly. Nothing on there, but yeah, let's just hope it is Mappa, because if it is Mappa, there's nothing else to be feared about. You know that adaptation is going to be at least great, if not a masterpiece. Now, finally, before ending the video, I want to talk about Vinland Saga. Vinland Saga is my personal favorite manga, and the first season of Vinland Saga, just like how Attack on Titan did, started out with Wit Studios, and then it is taken over by Mappa. Like, when I first heard that, I was a bit sad because I really love Wit's work. I'm not one of those guys who goes out and say, oh, Mappa's bad, which is the greatest studio ever. Vinland Saga was one of those animes which I really wanted to see Wit animate from start to finish. But that doesn't mean I am sad, because after watching the first episode, I was extremely happy, because I think Vinland Saga is going to be a god tier adaptation, and I'm not even kidding. The shit they did with just that first episode, it had more content than the manga, and it really put in a base which I'm extremely happy with. Like, I actually learned more stuff about Vinland Saga just from that first episode. Einar's story, like that small backstory, that one episode was just amazing. That's the reason, even with all the hate and shit they get, they still work extremely hard, to the point their quality levels are still way above a lot of the studios. Like, they're extremely efficient on the shit they do. No one can just say, oh, it's Studio Mappa. It's not like saying, oh, it's Studio fucking Dean. No, it's not Studio fucking Dean. It's Mappa. That shit's good. And now, while it's all sunshines and rainbows in terms of the shit they do, the shit they do inside is not always the good, right? The industry, the anime studio industry, is pretty much fucked up. Like, pretty much every single studio out there is pretty fucked up, and that includes Mappa too. A lot of the shit they do with their animators and their artists are not really great. The shit we heard about the pays and overwork, it always pops up somewhere, and that's where you kind of draw a line, right? That's where you cannot just support something to the point, like, for example, so they're just doing great work, so shouldn't that mean I should just shut up and say nothing about it? No, absolutely not. We as viewers should know where these animes are coming from. These are coming from artists and animators, and these guys work extremely hard to provide us with quality shit. I remember once seeing the Attack on Titan, I believe, director. That guy hadn't slept for, I think, at least 2 months straight. His eyes were extremely baggy, and that was actually sad to see. Every industry does have its bad side, but yeah, the anime industry is extremely fucked up when you think about it. A lot of bad shit happens there, and Mappa, with all these projects they're taking up, is obviously a really big reason for that too, I would say. And they've been already known for this, so that's the reason. Like, even with all the good shit they do, we have to understand that Mappa are not saints. Like, this people running Mappa are not saints, and Mappa is doing a good job, but I really do hope situations of the employees get better, because yeah, these guys are the people who give us quality entertainment, and we should always appreciate and support the people that do that. Thank you for watching. Just a little chat I want with you guys, and yeah, that's about it. See you later.